Alrighty, welcome everybody to a little bit of D&D in the Svenzone.
Hey.
Let me check and see there it is. Click, turn that off. Alright, so we have Micah with his 4th of July background.
Woo.
Oh yeah, happy Independence Day, baby. Everybody else, happy Thursday.
Except it's Wednesday.
Yeah, but tomorrow. It's just Thursday to everybody else.
It's 4th of July week and a weekend.
Yeah,
In case you want to go to a sale.
everybody can. So tomorrow is also known as Suck It England Day.
Hell yeah. Ooh. Mel
Enjoy
Gibson's
your
the
work day
Patriot.
tomorrow, England.
Hell yeah. In your tea.
Wow.
We're real mature.
It's just if we didn't cry, we're number
Alright,
one
so
all the
Micah
time.
can be heard.
And we're in the top 10. We're in the top 10. Yeah, we believe.
I know Sirenscape isn't working at this second because I don't have it turned on. So let me fix it.
Are you wanting me to play Cree?
No, we do not need Cree. We have
Okay.
many people tonight.
All right, I'm closing Cree out.
You should play Creed.
And then we
It's
get
awesome.
banned from YouTube.
So however you take him out of the roster there.
You just right click on him and then on his portrait up in the picture on the top right or wherever your portraits are, and it says like kick
Release.
or release or something like that.
Release. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Alright, so I'm loading up Sirenscape. Mixing up my dubby while we're getting ready to go. My good stuff. Check it out. So they have two different types. I haven't really talked about this before, but W has hydrate, or they call it hydro stuff, which is basically like a Gatorade. It has electrolytes and vitamins and a bunch of other stuff to help you. And they also have the energy drink, which has no caffeine. Cool thing about the drinking 16 ounces of W compared to 12 ounces of Red Bull is I have to go to the bathroom a lot more with Red Bull because it's caffeine, and caffeine is a natural diuretic. It makes you have to go to the bathroom. W does not because it has no caffeine. Still get the buzz.
Is that the main reason?
Still get the bump up. And it tastes amazing. And most energy drinks do not taste good to me at all. So
yeah, that's true.
That's the main reason I do W, because it tastes amazing. Okay.
Just got to get used to making faces as you drink. That's all.
Everything is good. I can.
Testing. Can anybody hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Discord was crashing. That's fun. I was over here like, man, it's kind of quiet. Nobody's talked for a while.
Cool. Alright, so now that all of our testing is done, let's go ahead and jump right into the Actione. Last week, you guys finished killing the defenseless old man you guys found sleeping that you just decided to murder in his sleep. And found out that all of a sudden that he has the shield you're looking for. And So instead of going to kill the dragon and putting another notch in your belts and taking all of the dragon's treasure, you decided to just leave. So you took your shield and left. And you are now in the wagon heading back toward Neverwinter. Are there any questions or comments anybody had? Heading to bed, have a great night. Holy Snikes, Atomic, it's a little early. Even for you, man. Spend silliness, 400. Okay, let me jump on that real quick. Gotta roll a d20. Since you did the cheap one, you don't get to pick. Let me pull up the diagram for those of you who don't know what this is. It's honestly something I thought would be redeemed a lot more than it is.
What's that?
There we go. Spend silliness. Makes me do one of these random 20 things. Here we go. I'll actually do it in the chat so you guys can see it there. Chat. Click. D20. Six. Alright, so 6 is popcorn glasses.
Oh. What's that mean?
So you'll have to be on stream to see the popcorn glasses. While you're there, use your Prime membership to subscribe. And don't forget to follow. Thank you, Atomic, for the redemption. Appreciate it. Let me start the
Such a
timer.
cutie. How long does it last?
15 minutes.
15.
As does the Sven talk. Is 15 minutes as well. Ish. Sometimes I let it go for a little longer, depending on the situation.
You just talk for 15 minutes?
No, the Sven talk is I use a random voice and talk in that accent.
Oh, right. Okay.
So, Song in My Heart, I actually have Take On Me. I have no idea why. I don't remember what prompted it, but and I want to say it's Police. I don't know. Micah knows everything. He would know this, but it's the Take On Me, Take On Me, Take Me Home,
It's
Take On Me. And then it goes insanely high, which I won't do. But that's what's going through my head.
There's actually a really cool version of that song in Deadpool. It's acoustic. It's beautiful, actually.
Okay.
I think just Jordan did it too, or
That is
something.
the Song in My Heart. Exactly. Take on me. A goat with... What the heck is that? Oh, little flashing sunglass eyes. Interesting. I don't know what that's supposed to represent. I don't know if I want to know. But, there you go. Okay, so you
I'm gonna
guys
try
are all
on camera, dude.
Say again?
On camera.
Oh, I thought you said
Didn't
you
work
were
last
not
time.
going to be on camera tonight. So I closed it down.
I know. I did, and I said, okay, I'll try this out. If it works. Remember last time it was a disaster.
So we can jump that back. All right, so back to what we were saying. You're on your way back to Neverwinter to get your wagon. You stopped at Leylon already and gathered your gear, and now you're heading back. Is there anything else, any questions or anything else you guys wanted to ask, talk about?
Not that I am.
Do I have
Okay.
the dragon sword in my hand? That's my question.
In your hand,
It doesn't give me a bunch of shit.
the Dragon Killer Sword, you own it, so if you want to carry it
Yeah.
as you're walking, you can. However, you might suffer exhaustion from holding a 5-6 pound sword all day. But yeah, it's I don't know what you mean
Well,
by
it's
if you
at
meant
the ready,
literally
though,
in your hand
on
or
my,
on your
No,
person.
I meant it's the weapon of use. My person. I'm pulling out when I need to, not my magical axe. Damn it!
Okay. Well, they left the dragon behind, so unless it chases you down or you run into another one, you don't really need a dragon sword yet. So we'll see. Capture
I
windows.
take that back. I've got my magical damage.
Okay. D&D, Reno. Move the window out of the middle of my screen. Come on.
If it doesn't work,
And then
turn it off.
turn on your camera on the stream. I had all this ready to go, guys, but then Reno said, I'm not going to be on camera. So I shut it all down. So
Turn the
don't
thing
blame
off,
me.
man. I say the word.
But I'd
Say
rather
the
you
word.
be on camera and we take the extra 2 minutes to get it done. So thank you. Here it is, Reno Cam. Click. Click. There he is. Okay. Awesome sauce. So,
Awesome dogs. Yes.
you did run into a couple Ettins that you dispatched rather quickly. The two-headed giant things.
Indeed.
Let me throw up the map. Put it on a stream for everybody as well.
Just okay. All right.
Why is this not the right one? Oh, it is the right one. I just didn't see it. Okay. Maybe because I have giant popcorn glasses on my head. Couldn't see the little P. Alright, there it is. So you guys are, let me share it with everybody. So you guys are just, you've actually traveled a bit beyond Leilon. What time is it according to 7 a.m. 1624 midwinter? You guys missed Scramble's birthday, by the way.
Wow.
Today is midwinter. Some people have celebrations on midwinter, but the big one is midsummer and green grass, harvest tide. There's usually too much work going on to really celebrate that in most places. Some of the cities will celebrate it more than the rural areas because they don't have as much work for the actual harvest.
Okay.
But midwinter is usually, it just varies a lot more than some of the other ones. All right, so you guys had, let me just double check. On
Today
the
was
30th,
Scramble's
you arrived in
birthday.
Leilon and spent the night.
Now I'm wondering.
Oh, actually, so it's still the morning of, you're getting ready to leave Leilon at 7 a.m. That's why your token was there. Makes sense. All right, so if you open up the pin, click on the pin that says Leilon on that map, you'll see the map of Leilon. Did anybody want to buy anything or do anything before you leave Leilon?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
We can hear you, Joe.
Yay, fixed. I posted an MP3 for you in the chat. When we take a break, you should listen to it. Then.
So, okay. And Jingo's in the house. Welcome, Jingo. Ship of Fools.
Jingo.
You redeemed a little help for
Indeed.
River Chaser. Toggin can use as much help as he can get, so that is awesome. We'll just have to remember it's +2 on his next roll.
Nice.
Or I can be a dork and just make him roll something. Hey, roll a perception check for me. For no reason.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Be a dick move.
Yeah, it would. Even though I'm not a private detective. Okay, move this down. Okay, so you guys leave Leilon and start heading north. Give me, again, this is not to figure out how to get there because you're following the road. You're in a cart, so it's pretty hard to get lost. But go ahead and give me a Happy Independence Day. Yeah, we were talking about Independence Day and dissing England Day. Jingo.
Right.
So give me the two. I think it's Toggin or Scrambles. I think it's Toggin that has the highest survival. I have no idea what Thalcor has for its survival. But whoever has the highest within the party, give me survival with advantage.
It's not Jackson.
Okay. Then we'll go ahead and
What does
take
survival
those.
represent?
Okay.
Well, damn.
Is survival or
My survival
abilities
is
to
+3,
survive
so
or
not
stand?
So survival, according to the book, you use it to follow tracks, hunt wild game, guide your group through a wasteland, identify signs that owl bears live nearby, predict the weather, avoid quicksand and other natural hazards. So that is survival, and then anything else I decided to put on there. It does overlap somewhat with nature. Nature is more knowledge. Survival is more actually doing it, which is why survival is wisdom, so common sense ish, whereas nature is more knowledge. I know what poison ivy looks like. Wisdom is nature, intelligence. Survival is not walking through poison ivy. Using being wise. All right, so put away spend silliness for now. Click. Don't forget, you can pay a little bit extra and pick from that list if you ever want to. Okay, and Jingo is also associated with Martian Cat, KAT. Check them out. They were streaming when we started, so they're probably still streaming. I'm not even sure what they're playing today, or if they're doing her book, Choose Your Own Adventure books or not. All right, so we have a 15 survival, so that's just above average. So normally you would go 20 miles, but because you rolled a 15, you're able to go 25. Get you right to the just beyond the split for Phandalin before you take your long rest. Yeah, they were doing choices. Choose Your Own Adventure stuff. She is sponsored by them. She does a great job. All right, and you find, so you're back at this. There was a battle that had taken place there, and both Falcor and the group had interacted with the remains of this battle. You guys had found some weird otherworldly creature carcasses. And Falcor had picked up his new friend. So you guys are getting back to there, and you find there is a dead halfling in the midst of the battlefield. Most of the battlefield is now stripped. I mean, there are no other. All the carcasses have been. It's been several days now, so they're mostly
Kill check
gone.
now.
But there is a halfling there that is very clearly dead. You can tell even from a distance the way it's laying on the ground, and there's blood all around it. Its left arm is all crooked and odd.
So what is indicative of the dead halfling?
That is what you see from about 100 feet away.
Hey guys, what does it mean? What does it mean?
Toggin would like to approach the dead halfling and try to figure out how they died.
Okay, sounds smart.
/ how long they've been dead. If the rest of the battleground seems stripped and they seem like they're just there.
All right, so Toggin is approaching it. Godin, what are you doing?
A second.
Do we have a map of this or no?
I have not sent out a map yet.
Okay, cool.
I just. Where are we? Are we talking about for the night, before the night, or just
See-
traveling?
The body of a dead halfling, about
Oh.
100 feet away. It was the location of a fight that you guys had investigated on your way down here. This halfling was not there.
Is everything else still there though? Just suddenly there's a new addition, or is everything that's cleaned up and now happening?
Is it left as a scare? Is it left as a scarecrow?
So the
A warning?
other carcasses are mostly gone. There's still some small remains, but for the most part, everything is gone because the scavengers have picked it clean.
Scavenge.
Well, I will move up toward it, looking out for, keeping kind of an eye out for the trap to see if it's still alive or dead.
Okay, Jackson.
I will tag behind Toggin a little bit. I mean, Godin.
All right.
Is that who was walking
Scrambles.
forward? Kind of being the
I
six.
am going to be in the very back. I am going to kind of keep an eye out. I feel like this is a really weird thing. So why is it dead just out of nowhere? So I'm going to kind of keep an eye out and keep my head on a swivel, but I'll be behind and I will follow Taugen.
And
Does it look like
Falcor.
it's been dropped?
What was your question, Reno?
Does it look like it's been dropped? Could it be like from the dragon swinging by and just letting it loose? Can you tell from the distance?
You can't tell from this distance. It might be because, like you said, one of his limbs is all weird.
Okay. All right, throw out that possibility.
All right. Falco, what are you doing?
I'm of similar mind with Scrambles. I don't really like random new body to a fight we've already been through. So I'm gonna kind of dismount, get my bow ready, and just kind of keep my head on a swivel and look around.
All right. So Toggin, go ahead and give me investigation and medicine. Godin, go ahead and give me medicine.
I do perception.
Okay.
I'll use my a little help for the medicine check.
Oh no, I'm not doing well. Oh, more that one. That only lasted for a brief moment,
All right. So as you're
and then I'm paying attention.
looking at the body, uh, talking and gotten, um, you determine it was killed by. There are several large puncture wounds in it, and then it was thrown where it is and bled out. And the it looks like the break in the arm occurred before it was tossed where it is, um, and that's why it's laying all weird, is because it was tossed over here.
Lovely.
Track.
But it did not seem there's no doesn't seem to be any movement once it laid where it landed where it was, so it doesn't seem to be
Are they
alive
puncture wounds
or at least conscious when it landed. Yes, there are 3 large puncture wounds, one on its
from a
side and
dragon?
2 in the front of it.
I think it's from a dragon.
I mean, he keeps on throwing out the word dragon. Can I see if I maybe know a creature with a mouth that big that might have done this? That maybe likes playing with its
These
food?
are not anywhere
Maybe
close
has
to each
green
other.
scales.
They're nowhere close to each other. So it looks something like a lance or um,
Ah,
some large pokey thing. It might be like a claw from a dragon, but
Mhm.
or a single tooth. But again, there's no pair, so it doesn't seem to be a mouth. Might be a claw,
Gotcha.
makes sense.
but again, they're not separated enough to be dragons.
Cool. Thank you.
I'm
Definitely a
guessing it's
unicorn.
probably some sort of weapon. Something could be using
Probably
some
got a
sort of
mirror horn.
horn or large claw, like a dragon claw dagger or those type of things.
Unicorn. You're stabbed by a unicorn.
Unicorn. Yep, absolutely.
I stand by my
Did you-
murder horn comment.
All right, what else you guys doing?
Search the body.
Yeah, Jackson doesn't see squat. What are you doing with the body? I missed that.
Searching it. See if there's anything of value on it.
Jackson would have a decent knowledge of weapons and whatnot. Could determine definitively whether it was a natural weapon or weapon made by man, or possibly some sort of horn or something, whether made by man or on the animal itself. I have a little bit of animal handling. I've got blacksmithing for weapons, and I've got history and insight.
Scrambles will say over his shoulder while he's watching the group, he'll say, "Hey, did anyone check its pockets?
Yeah, Godden's
See if it's
doing
got a
that.
bag."
That's what he's currently doing.
Gotcha.
I want to ask Scrambles a question when it's a good time to do so.
Godden, you should have a pop up.
Gotcha. Hang on.
So Jackson, this does not appear to be from a animal. It looks like these are stab wounds from the direction and the angles of them.
Cool.
Doesn't seem to be you don't unless he was doing maybe he was jumping out of the way and trying to do a somersault over its head and it jammed up. A rhino went up and stabbed it.
Right.
But if he was just standing there normally, it does not seem to be natural from a natural animal. It seems to be from a weapon of some kind.
I'll share this with everybody.
Okay.
You're concerned if we're thinking that somebody's going to come out, evil unicorn comes out. It's more likely done by entities of the bipedal nature.
And this is very obviously like different from the rest of the battleground, right? Like this seems to have happened at a different time.
Yes, because you guys were already searched through the battleground the first time, and
Twice, technically,
Thalcor
between the two of
mentioned
us.
that he had been there before you guys as well. So, so Godin, you do notice that he doesn't have anything. He doesn't have any pouches. Doesn't have backpack. Doesn't have. He has an empty scabbard. I mean, a place for where a weapon would be on his belt. Um,
Yeah.
Scrambles as you see him rifling through the stuff. You notice there's a strange lump on his bicep, and you see that there's a hidden pouch sewed into the inner bicep by his armpit.
Wow.
I'll point it out. Hey, check out under his arm over there. I think he's got something hidden.
Nice. It's a mule.
All right, and you find in there is a ring.
It's the ring, the dragon ring.
It's the ring of spontaneous impalement.
That's good. That's good.
Is it magic?
Somebody doing detect magic?
Oh no!
So,
If I see them pull a ring out, I go, "Ooh, put it on!" Just like that. Ooh,
no,
put it on.
I mean, if I can
I
put it
detect
on.
magic. I'm just waiting for my thing to come up.
Oh, you're gonna use it. Cool.
Well, magic awareness, is that would be the same thing? That's different.
That would let you know whether or not it is.
But we already
Yeah,
know.
magic awareness means you're aware that there's magic in the world, so you're already doing it. You're crushing it right now.
No, you would. Well, I don't know if it is the same as detect magic, but if it
I don't
is the
think it
same as
is.
detect magic, you would know what things are magical and what school of magic they are. I don't know if that's the same thing.
School of magic's a little intense.
School of
If you
magic
have
is.
something, that would be great. Mine's
It would
a
probably
Like
be a
spell.
champ.
Hogwarts or stuff like that.
Yeah, mine's a spell. So if you have something better than that, please do.
We don't know for sure whether or not this is magical.
All right, I'm doing magical awareness then.
All right, so
Can you roll something?
you're waiting for your
Shaking the box. Here we
sheet
go.
to roll. There it is. So your sheet to
Click,
pop
click,
up.
click.
Yep, click the box, and then here it is. Open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic. You sense two, besides the normal stuff that everybody has, including some new things on Thalcor that you may not have been aware of. You notice that the ring that Scrambles is holding, or Godin is holding, is magic, and there is another magic source coming from his other bicep. The same location
Ooh,
on his other bicep.
Ooh.
I'll point it.
You got magical guns.
Right. If we scraped out the first one, can do the second one, right?
Yes, I believe Godin was the one who had it.
Yeah. All you.
That had what?
There's a second bump on his other bicep.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. That's magical.
Yeah, so I said he has magical guns.
I know. It's very funny. That tells us what it is.
All right, so Godin, are you getting the other ring?
Sure. Is it in the party sheet?
So the first one you grabbed was a gold ring. The second one is a gray crystal ring. They
Ooh,
are both
nice.
magic, radiating magic.
You put them
I
together.
mean, I've got the remove curse spell, so we can just put them on and try to do things and try to figure out what they are.
See if
Hell
they'll connect
yeah.
together and
See if
merge.
you can fly.
They do not appear to connect together, no.
Okay.
They're just
I
plain
mean-
simple bands, just different colors.
Okay.
I can put one on and try to figure things out if somebody wants to do the other one.
I'm
Gotta
Scrambles
go the
will
old
make-
brute strength method.
All right, so
Right, I was getting
which
big.
one are you taking, Scrambles? Golden ring or the gray crystal ring?
Whichever one Taugen doesn't want, I'm drawn to the crystal one, but it's whatever Taugen wants. Because he was there
I can
first.
take the gold one
Okay.
if you want to do the crystal.
Word of caution.
What?
We heard word
Word
of
of
caution.
caution putting on magic rings.
Is alright, I can remove curses.
I'm just saying I have a ring that kills me, so
What? You have a ring that kills you?
What?
I'm no magic item expert. But I know what my ring does.
Is that why you can fly? Because I want a ring that lets me fly.
Falcor will kind of sigh a little bit.
What's the dying to flying
Fortunately, I
ratio?
can't fly.
He can't even fly and you made that joke.
Damn it. I'm gonna go.
He can glide.
I mean, I'm gonna
I'll
go
kind of
50-50.
pull at my
Under a,
necklace
I'm
until
not
the
sure.
ring, that's on the necklace is no longer hidden in my feathers.
Ooh, okay.
Give me. Actually, I can push it. Let's see. Him,
I know not all
him,
rings do this, but
him. Hold on a second.
word of caution.
Let me do this. This. And I'm going to say it's going to be that. Boom. And give me rolls.
Jesus.
Everybody except
Damn.
Falcor has a roll.
If this is important, can I use my inspiration?
It is not important. You
Okay.
can still use your inspiration.
No, wait.
You're so
All right.
nice.
So Scrambles, you've seen, both you and Godden have seen this type of ring before. It is the Ring of Brotherhood. Let me see. I'm trying to remember what the hell it's called. What's it called?
Oh, cool. Bring your brother.
It is called. Band of loyalty. It's called a band of loyalty.
Of loyalty.
All right. So now
Yeah, that's the name.
go ahead and finish what you were saying, Falcor.
I'm just I've already pretty much done saying what I'm saying. Not a magic item expert, but I know that not all rings are fun to put on. So just a word of caution before we start putting random rings on. And if anybody else here is a magic item expert,
Yeah.
You had many mates.
Scrambles is 50-50 on it still. I'm going to get a percentile. Anything over 50, I don't put it on. Anything over under 50, I'm putting it on. 99 or 96. Yeah, I'm not putting it on. I'm worried about it now that I saw his ring. Maybe we hire a goblin or something to put it on. We need a new employee anyway.
I mean, I'm honestly surprised. Like, honestly, kind of shocked that Scrambles, of all people, is the one like, huh, maybe I shouldn't just try to figure out what magic
Do
items
you
do.
say that out loud?
You know what? Yeah.
Okay.
It is surprising you do not have history of being cautious with magic items.
I'm standing over there with my eyebrows raised.
So
right.
Scrambles is going to go, you know what? You're right. And he just puts it on.
So that's
Making a
what.
lot
You
of
were waiting
sense.
for a reason.
So that's what the band of
Don't
loyalty
be a
does. If you
beach.
guys,
And
as
then he
far as
puts
you
it
can
on.
remember, that's what it does. For God and the Scrambles, I sent you Whisper.
Read. Too far away.
And all right, so Scrambles, you're putting on the crystal ring. Okay.
Yep. I'm trying to at least.
I guess we should do this one at a time. I wait nearby
Yeah, I
to
die,
see if
and then
he
you're like,
dies
you know what? I'm still
immediately.
doing it.
Okay.
He doubled down.
You don't.
That's great.
You aren't able to figure out what it does. Give me.
I don't know. I try to fly. Does that work?
So,
You are not able to fly.
Damn it.
so I know what it does.
No, that's the ring that
Cape is blowing in
Falcor
the breeze.
has.
Oh,
It's called a band of loyalty. Falcor has one of those on his around his neck. He has one of those.
oh,
So Scrambles does some push-ups. Does he feel stronger?
Nope. Falcor, do you
Okay.
still have your rank insignia out or on, visible?
Who you talking to?
Falcor.
okay.
most likely.
Okay. All right. I'm pretty sure we had done this already.
Probably forgets it's even on his armor most of the time.
But you guys had determined it was a rank insignia from a squad leader of the Waterdeep Defense. OWD squad leader. He's the outer Waterdeep. Yeah, outer Waterdeep Defense. He has a metal pin signifying he's the squad leader from the Waterdeep Outer Defense. Basic. A couple of you remembered that they are the ones who patrol, if needed, outside Waterdeep if there's need for them to be outside Waterdeep for something.
Gotcha.
Okay, there it is.
You know what? Seeing that Scrambles didn't immediately die, Toggin goes ahead and puts on the other ring.
While Toggen's doing that, Scrambles is in the background. He's doing combine drills. He's like wind sprints and up downs and trying to like see all of his physical things if they got cooler or better. That's just what he's doing in the
Keep
background
in
while
mind, you
Toggen
have
puts his ring on.
cape that billowing in the wind all this time.
Only when he
Yeah,
uses a
I'm
bonus
fast
action
as
to
fuck,
make.
boy.
He has to use a bonus
Oh, I'm
action to
bonus
make it too.
actioning the shit out of that cape.
All right, so neither one of you are able to determine what they do from your antics and trying to high five each other in a special way and throwing each up in the air, see if you can fly. Closing
Hell
your
yeah.
eyes,
About
seeing if you can see in the dark. All this
testing their
stuff.
loyalty.
Kind of crack open an eye and see if Falcor's run away yet. See if our antics have scared him.
Well,
All right,
still keeping
so
my head on a swivel though, looking around.
you can spend an hour and take a short rest, in which time you can attune to them, and then you will learn what they do, or you can
Their attunement.
move on. Or if somebody has an identify ritual or a wand of identify, you can use those.
Does the
I
Wand of
have that.
Secrets do identify?
No.
Oh, then no.
I might,
It just
I
shows me
might have
secret
that.
doors and stuff, so
And
I figured
traps, yep.
maybe.
Just check it out.
OT.
How long have we been traveling at this point?
You are getting ready to sleep,
I have one to find.
Well, hey,
so you
I
traveled all
mean,
day.
And yeah, I'll spend the hour.
ground's not the best place, but like, we can just
Mobility.
take a short rest and figure out what.
All right,
these
so in
do.
the meantime, what are you guys doing with this hobbit? Or
Hmm.
He's
halfling,
dead,
I mean.
isn't he?
I keep saying hobbit. Halfling. Yes, he's still dead.
Is there a place we can bring him over? Like, give
Yeah,
him
try
a,
and give him
at least
CPR.
get him out of the shade. Get him out of the shade or something, into the shade or something.
Okay. Yes.
Well, we're gonna
Any
move
more-
him. Might as well
any more-
bury him.
That's what I'm saying. At least give him something a little more respectful.
We got time. I can bury him.
Okay.
Jackson will give you a hand.
So you guys bury the hobbit. Very nice.
Halfling.
I will go ahead and take away Toggen's inspiration for correcting me. But I'll give Jackson and got an
Take away
extra
half the inspiration.
That's right. A hobbit's worth of inspiration. That's right. And you know what Godin calls a dead halfling? A good start.
Mhm.
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
All right. So there you go. All right. So an hour goes by. Let me shoot you guys a short rest.
I got nothing against the little people.
Do the two of you have an empty slot for attunement?
Yes.
All right. So Toggen has
I
an
don't
extra
know.
one. Scrambles. So if you
It's
look
not-
at your
I
inventory,
do.
click.
Yep, I'm in my inventory.
There's
Oh, it's the A at the top?
as you scroll down, there'll be little circles, and you can only have 3 of them that have little checks. You have a
One.
ring of evasion, which you don't have equipped.
I have one attuned. It's also at the
I
You
don't
very,
have a ring
very
of
top.
protection and that weapon that the doc gave you. You also have an unidentified item.
I have the wand of binding, according to the check marks at least, and the brooch of shielding.
All right, so I don't know why this is unidentified, so I'm going to go ahead and share this in the chat. Oh, it says unidentified, so let me identify it first. There you go. So
Hey guys, look at this unidentified item he's got.
You have the Wyvern Stinger, which is now identified. I don't know why it would be unidentified.
Oh, cool.
But, that's I know what it was. Okay, so this is not what this is. This is a. Alright, so I'm going to remove that from you. because
3 pounds?
what it was is this is a weapon. What you had actually found was the stinger of a wyvern, not the actual weapon called wyvern stinger.
Ah,
Anyway, so you have the. Don't forget you had that weapon you were going to give to Toggin. If you still want to give it to him. So yes, you only
Yes.
have the ring of protection, and if you wanted to, um, oh, the bag of holding has the ring of evasion. Okay, interesting. Uh, so you still have that. All right, so you are now are now attuned to the ring of temporal. Oh, ring of temporal salvation.
Rings of Moral Salvation. If you don't ring this
I'm gonna
grace,
put it in your inventory.
it's a ring of what?
Oh shit.
oh shit.
That's really cool.
That is the gray crystal ring.
It's basically the ring of second chances.
That's cool.
All right, and Toggin, you are equipped or tuned to the ring of stout growth.
I know what that's like.
Was this guy tall for a halfling?
It was not. He was not wearing it. It was hidden.
Mm.
He was bringing it somewhere when he got killed.
Ah, messenger. He's a mule.
You know, guys, I don't need this. Maybe we give it to Thalcor so he can measure up to the rest of us.
All right. Take a few months, but it'll get there.
Give me a few years, I'll be as big as a rock.
That's right.
You're pretty tall. I mean, Sucker's pretty tall, isn't he?
No, it's like 5'2".
Yeah. He's
Okay.
Depends on
Okay.
what you're
Could be 5'3" in a month.
for a raven.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
really
short
big.
in a normal
That's
party.
huge.
yeah. He's tall for a halfling too.
He's like average in a normal party, but not in this one.
You're
He's tiny
you're definitely
compared to the rest of us.
abnormal party.
Maybe if I
There's a
grow big
picture
enough,
of
I can fly.
you guys together. Picture of the team.
I do.
Party group painting. And you can just sketch in a 5'3" thing to see. There you go.
What if Scrambles adopts an orphan child and puts the ring on the orphan child?
Then that orphan child becomes slightly taller every month.
Yeah, we'll have like a 7 foot tall 4-year-old.
Yeah. Oh, we get them as like
That's
a baby.
wild.
It only
You
grows
want
1 inch. It only grows 1 foot a year. So, it wouldn't.
On top of its normal growth.
So you're saying as soon as
Oh,
it's born, put the ring on it, so that it gains 4
Yeah,
feet.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
It'll be 4 feet
Yes.
more by the time it's 4 years old. Okay,
Exactly.
now I'm with you.
We're in this for the long game, okay?
We gotta invent basketball at some point.
Yeah. We invent the sport, and then a couple years later, we have the ideal basketball player.
I mean, create a problem when you already have the solution. We gotta create a sport that we have a ringer for.
That's
Exactly.
marketing.
Yeah. And I mean, the rest of us are tall too, so we're like okay at the sport. But here comes this 9 foot tall 10-year-old, and
Our
Wild.
D&D genre just switches to sports.
this whole campaign turns into the plot of Space Jam.
There you go.
Probably closer to lady ballers, but still.
Yeah, or Airbud.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Got that dog in us.
Okay. Um, I don't need to be attuned to. Oh, there's Falcor, just taller than the rest of us.
Does it only work on people, or can the cranium rat grow an inch in length?
Ooh, we could make we could make tricks big.
Yeah,
Have a
that would be
giant
dangerous.
cranium rat.
Yeah.
Just saying, the possibilities are endless. You can put it on a cow and cut off one foot every year.
No real good place to put him without rearranging everybody. So for now, I'm just going to put him
Yeah.
next to
Well,
Jackson.
if we're not doing Kree though, you can put him in front of Kree.
Jackson is just setting his axe down on Falcor's on his shoulder.
Alright, so for the time being,
You can see the time being too.
there you go. I'll have to work on it and rearrange it at some point. I thought I had already done it. So when you asked me, I just pulled it up and I was like, oh, there it is. But I had not fixed it yet.
Oh,
The heck? Close. There we go. Anyway, so there's a. Oh, is this the same one I had linked? It is, okay, cool. Anyway, so that's him to scale. Uh, so if you don't want to attune to it, then you can spend the next hour unattuning to it. Basically, just take it off and let it sit for an hour, and you're unattuned. Um, let me nighttime. All right, here's the sleeping order. Falcor, are you going to take a watch at night? And are the rest of you going to allow him to take a watch by himself? Do you trust him enough to do so?
I'll definitely volunteer for a shift.
Yeah, we also still have the big assistant, right?
Yes.
The gray boulder thingy. Yeah, cool.
Do you have dark vision?
I do not believe so.
if you don't have dark vision, I'll take the shift with you then. Makes it more interesting anyway.
My favorite way of keeping watch is pounding some torches into the ground at intervals.
I guess we do also just have like a bunch of lanterns.
And if
Takes
we're gonna be
oil.
showing light, then
And it takes oil to use lanterns, so make sure you're keeping track if that's what you're choosing to do.
we will keep track.
All right, so you are unattuning to it, Toggin. Is that correct?
Yeah. Can I spend that time trying to attune to something else? Because I realized I have something in my inventory that would be nice to be attuned to.
You have to. It takes. It, rules is written. You can only do one at a time. So you would take the first hour unattune, next hour to attune, or Does the ring make your third item?
Yeah, the ring makes my third.
So yes, so you'd have to spend a 1 hour on attuning, and then the next hour attuning. You can rest and either you can do that during your watch, because your watches are going to be about 2 hours each, 2.5 hours each anyway. So that's the easiest way to do it.
Okay, I'll do that during my watch then.
All right, so let's see, you guys spent your midwinter traveling.
Oh, you mentioned that we missed Scrambles' birthday. When was that?
The 20th of Hammer. So it was 11 days ago.
It's hammer time.
You guys were traveling to Waterdeep at the time. It was actually no, it was to Neverwinter. You had arrived the day before you arrived in Neverwinter was his birthday.
Oh.
Come on, what is happening? Oh, here it is.
Happy birthday, Scrambles.
So I've tried to put most of the
Thank you.
people on this year and next year's calendars, because we changed the year. We went from last year to this year, and they don't travel. The birthdays didn't travel over, so I think I got everybody's that was on last year's is now switched over.
Oh, it's about time.
Okay, because I am looking at the 11th of Hammer and it does not show that Scramble's birthday is on
20th.
that day. 20th.
It was 11 days
Oh.
ago, the 20th of Hammer.
That's why. That's why. That'll do it. That'll do it. Oh, hey, look, there it is.
And you'll see like the 3rd of Kythorn, 15th of Myrtle. I believe those are.
They're going
also
down vertically,
birthdays.
right?
Do what?
They go down vertically, right? I assume.
Sure. Why?
We go from harvest side to.
Oh, there they are. Yeah,
That's a long
Jackson's
way down.
birthday is 3rd Kythorn. Kree's hatch day is the 15th of Myrtle. The 11th
Gardens.
of Marpenoth is somebody's. It just disappeared.
Goddens.
Thank you. So I don't know if I have Toggen's birthday on here.
Oh, no, either.
And I don't think I had it last year either.
Yeah, you guys just found out that Toggen does not celebrate a birthday, and that's why.
Well, he still has a birthday. Whether or not he celebrates it is beside the point.
So, okay, I need to clarify. The months here, they're going from Hammer to Midwinter and then Alterac to
Yes.
Chess? Okay.
Correct. And if you ever really want to know, you can shrink it all the way down, as squished as it gets, and it'll be one now right after the other. Also, there's the calendar images I shared last time. That this is based on the calendar of Harptos. That's Harptos,
Cool.
and that is his calendar. So you see it starts with Hammer, Midwinter, Alterac, Chess, Tarshak, Greengrass, etc., etc., etc.
Sweet. Calendar. Respect for
So
that.
if you ever care, you can drop this again into your hotkey.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now.
If anybody wants to have one.
Dragon link. Let's see if that works. Yes.
All right. And Thalcor and Toggen, if you want to have a birthday, you can either match it to your own, or you can roll a D20 and a D30. I mean a D12 and a D30, or a D365 to be more accurate. If you want to throw in the weird special holidays, and I will add it. So anyway, as you guys are getting ready, you guys go to sleep. I'm just looking now that I brought that up because I was making additions to the calendar. I finally did halfling with magic rings and bury him.
Testing, testing.
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
successful. Okay.
Once again, I'm like, huh, it's been quiet for a little while.
1, 2, 3.
Abilities.
All right, Toggin. You are asleep. I mean, you are on watch. You're in the process of switching from taking off the ring of stout growth, and what are you attuning to?
Headband of intellect.
Okay. You have not attuned to it yet. When you see a figure standing at the edge of the the light from the campfire, looks to be a small child or a short person.
Hobbit.
So from give me a percentile. Alright, so you would normally be at the edge of the light yourself so that you have a better view with your dark vision, and not being blinded by the firelight. So it's mostly to your back most of the time. He's about 45, 50 feet away from you. So if you're at
Like on the other edge of the firelight.
if you're at noon on a clock, he is at about 4 o'clock.
Okay.
And it's just standing there looking at you.
You know,
It's not creepy.
Toggin, um, Toggen's just gonna call out a greeting and start going that direction.
Gonna kick me as you walk by.
I don't know if there are any people on the way.
There can be as many people as you want on the way.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get Godden on the way.
Okay?
Hoping he wakes up other people.
Okay. Got in, you're kicked awake and you see Jackson walking by you.
So,
Do you answer him? Well, we may have lost talking again.
we lost him.
So as you're walk toward it, it turns and walks away from you, and goes beyond your dark vision.
Before it goes beyond my dark vision, I would like to try casting Hold Person.
Okay, you try to cast it, and can tell there was nothing there for you to cast against. It, the as you went to go cast, work the weave to affect this creature's mind, there was nothing there.
Okay. Well, that happened, and it went beyond the edge of my dark vision in any specific direction, like cardinal direction,
Southeast.
southeast.
That helps us a lot, right?
Yeah, Toggin is not going to continue following. He's going to head back to the group.
Okay. Got
How
in.
far is your dark vision?
It would be 60 feet.
Okay.
And got in and sitting up, waiting for you to answer his question.
Oh, what did he say? I was having audio issues.
I said, what's up? I got kicked awake.
I saw a figure about the size of halfling at the edge of light. It walked southeast from here. I wanted somebody awake just in case it turned out to be fight.
Okay.
I think that would be an understanding we already have established, isn't it?
Say that again?
I said that if somebody's on guard and then somebody kicks you from awake, that's typically something that would happen during all the time that we spent together.
Right, you still don't know the specifics.
Yeah, typically. You don't know what's going on. You know something's going on.
Right. Okay. Just wanna
Or
make
they
sure
just
it's
wanted
not
to
like,
kick you to fuck with you.
Could be
Of
time
course.
for him to take his watch because
Yeah, of course.
got in, relieves Toggin. I would
Why
hope
wouldn't he?
Toggin wouldn't just kick him awake and say, "Take your turn and watch." But
Yeah, because I kicked him as I walked by, so I really just. Hey, wake the fuck up!
on the way to his bedroll, kicks it and lays down. All right, so Scrambles,
That'd
you
be
were
funny
on
though.
watch, and Godin, do you say anything to Scrambles when you wake him up? Take his watch.
I'll mention the halfling appearance and disappearance. None. That's about it. Nothing else of note. Quiet night.
All right, Scrambles, give me percentile. It has started to rain a little bit, light drizzle.
Uh-oh.
And you see a small figure about 40 feet away from you at the edge of the firelight.
I don't like that. I'm gonna wake somebody up. Whoever's closest to me.
All right, so who's closest to you?
Tricks.
You get to decide.
Probably.
Okay.
So I'll kick
Tricks
Tricks with my
definitely.
foot. And I'm like, Tricks, wake up.
Wow, this is a night of kicking, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he takes damage.
He does.
You punt the rat.
Yeah. Hey, boss. What's going on?
Hey, can you mentally nudge all these people? Can you talk to them while they're asleep? And if not, can you physically
Yeah.
nudge them awake?
Yes.
There's a weird thing over there in the woods. And I point over towards it with my hand.
Okay. It turns and
Can you
starts
do that?
walking away. Godin, you are woken up by a voice in your mind. Hey, wake up! Scrabbles is wants you guys awake.
Sorry.
Fine.
Dalgor, wake up! Doggin, wake up! Jackson, wake up! Scrambles says everybody
I'm
has to
awake.
wake up. There's something here.
I'm already dressed. I'll
Mm,
rush over.
I feel like
And
I
what's
should
up,
make
man?
some sort of constitution save to see if I wake up easily.
There's like a weird little
Because we had a
halfling thing
couple
over there in
good.
the wood line, and Godden said he saw it too, so it's checking in on us, and I don't like that. Like we should probably move or fight it.
I
I'll
believe
investigate, I
the
guess, right?
thing I saw earlier, it went to southeast.
Maybe it's the ghost of the halfling we saw in the field
It
yesterday.
is likely that. That's the assumption that Mantha has made. That oh yeah, that's probably the dead halfling.
Really?
We should probably go southeast. Yeah, I made that assumption, but I didn't say anything. So like,
Wow. Okay.
figure it probably wants us to go southeast. It is not attacking. He's just standing there and walking away.
Is it within? It's within sight now.
No, as you guys are waking up, it walked away to the south.
Oh, to the south
Oh,
this time.
oh, we don't know that.
Well, Scrambles watched it
Scribbles knows.
leave.
Okay. All right. And you're talking, was thinking it was the spirit of the dude?
I'm guessing. I tried casting hold person on it, and it did not grasp onto anything.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
So it is not physical person.
I believe you.
Well,
I don't like it though. Whatever it is.
Yeah. Well, it's probably the ghost of the halfling. Probably.
Unless it's the ghost of the halfling being controlled by a wizard, sending us into our doom.
I don't know.
Well, in that case, it would probably have attacked us, right?
What's it going to do? Attack us? It's a ghost.
I
It's a
don't
trap.
know. Maybe it would have like screamed at us a bunch so that we got a point of exhaustion for not getting a rest,
Ah,
or fired arrows from very far away just to wake you up.
Right. Well,
You
shall
guys
we
don't have
follow?
a weapon of alarm, so
I'm just saying that we have a reason to believe it could be positive and a reason it could be negative. So what's the vote?
um, Toggin wants to follow it.
I'm intrigued as a cleric.
okay. So you guys
So
get
we'll
up
head out.
and head over there. You head to the south, and it's leading slightly away from the road. The
Okay.
directly south from where you are is slightly away from the road. Give me survival checks, the two of you.
How about everybody?
Just the two of you who are following it. So the rain.
You know what? I won't use my inspiration for that. That's funny.
So the drizzle and stuff is the light rain and things.
I'll do the same. I've got an extra one.
Okay.
Yay!
Godin. So Godin, you know there are no tracks at all. Scrambles points out exactly where it was standing. Toggin tries to remember where it was, and you look in both locations.
I'll
There are
send-
no tracks at all. It's clear nothing was standing there, because especially in this rain, the water, the grass area, is like I said. This is mostly plains. There are a scattered tree here and there, but for the most part, it's grass and road. If anything was standing there, it would have pressed down the wet grass and it would not have had time to come
Right.
back in this wet rain.
Exactly.
So nothing left tracks here.
Looks like you were right. I think this is definitely a ghost or spirit of some kind.
It's a spirit.
See if we can catch up enough to talk, if it can, or at least divine its purpose.
I agree.
All right,
So we move toward in the direction of the south to try and kind of catch another glimpse of it if it's available.
Okay. How long are you traveling? How many minutes?
I give it about 5 or 10 minutes. If we don't see anything by then, I would think maybe go back to the group.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys head out 5-10 minutes.
You're actually going by
Um,
yourself.
it's I said it's continuing to rain, so you guys are getting even wetter than it was before. But you don't hear anything weird. Uh, the wind, it's very light wind, hardly any wind at all, and you don't see any kind of tracks, and you don't see any small people.
All right. Well, if it wants us, it's gonna have to give us a little more than a glimpse and walk away.
Hmm. Toggin, can he like gather a couple like rocks to make like a little stack of rocks so that we can find our way back to this point in the daylight? Like just like he
Yeah, you
wants
can
to
do
like put
something.
like a marker.
Sure,
That's
there's
fine. He's way back here.
or do like a little thing of grain, bunch up a bunch of the grass, and then
Yeah.
tie one around it so it's like a sheaf of grain, something like that. Sure, you can make a mark.
Yeah. I'm making a mark.
Okay.
And then so I guess we turn back to camp.
All right. So Thalcor's watch goes uneventful, um, and you guys wake up. You're damp. It's still raining a little bit. So it's just been a light rain. From anywhere from a strong light root, uh, drizzly mist to light rain and back and forth, just enough to be uncomfortable. But you guys wake up. We give you a long rest. Don't forget,
Yay.
I know Godin can. I don't know about Toggin, but maybe you'll change your spells or whatever you do
Nope.
for the day.
Spells are permanent. Well, until I level up.
I know you have.
So semi-permanent.
And this is where we'll go ahead and stop for a 10-minute break, a couple minutes early. So we'll be back at 37-ish. Break time. And see you in a few. Alright, we are back. Oops, my camera isn't back. There it is. Alright. Well, she did not do a pun count, and she should have. I thought. There we go. And we'll start off with a new quote. Nice. Good old Zenlu. Anybody do anything special in the morning before you head out? It is now the 1st of Alterac. Alright. 07. Give me survival check. Again, I think it's talking its best. It will be at advantage. Inventory. Not inventory. Hit the wrong button. Sorry, guys. It'll take forever. What the hell is yes? What is this new thing on the party sheet? Does players have it? Okay, I don't know why it says yes instead of stats like it should have. But, okay, it just means it's just the stats. Okay, click. Alright, looks like Reno is... Reno and Micah are muted.
Testing, testing.
There's Mantha. Okay, go ahead and give me a survival check. Add with advantage.
Everybody or just her?
I believe she
Man,
has the
I
highest
am not
survival.
rolling well.
Okay. The rain has slowed you down a little bit today, so you guys go 20 miles. And through the dirt high road. Some of it is cobblestoned. And some of it is magically warded, but not the entire thing. So you're not slowed
Magically
down too
warded.
much, just an average day. You should hit Neverwinter tomorrow, barring any unforeseen
Where's the magically warded?
circumstances from
Where's
the
the magically
rain
warded
and damage
trouble?
and stuff like that. Potholes, protection.
Sweet.
And let me do this. Okay. Proto 1 is very interested in the rain at first, and then just gets bored with it. Doesn't seem to care one way or the other as he's trompsing through. He does like splashing through the water whenever he can. So any kind of collection, he'll run over to the side and splash in it. watch the thing splash up. Alright, so that is not the correct coding. I'll worry about it later, but there should be just a simple something like int 5 or something like that, whatever it adds to your intelligence to make it 19. Um, but I'll worry about it later. It's close enough as, let's see. Um,
Testing, testing. For like the 18th time tonight.
yeah, so that's not going to work the way it has. You have it coded. Let me fix it.
No, my original was 15.
The did you find
I
anything
heard
in
you,
spells?
Mantha.
That was what I found in spells.
Items. Okay, it should say here. It should be. Okay, so that is wrong. I'm not sure why that's that way. Weird. Okay. It will be. Fix it. So your original is 15, so it should just simply be. That. Those are both colons. Yes. Yes. Semicolon and colon. Good. So we add this. Alright, and Godin, you can go ahead and remove aid from anybody who has aid on them.
Hey,
So that is correct. Because it says effects +2 and it gives you +4, which is what 19 would be.
Yep. Looks good.
Okay.
Sweet.
And now that you have that, Scrambles can give you the weapon he has for you if he still is doing that.
He has a weapon for me.
Yeah.
So you can drag it
Can
into
I put it in the party sheet?
yes, yep, into the inventory of the party sheet, and then
Where did it go?
Mantha can drag it to Toggins
Oh, I gotta go to inventory first. 1 second. Yeah.
inventory. The main reason is for use because you might be able to refill it. Anybody else would just use it up till it's gone. Let me know if you have issues with that. Alright, so your day goes uneventful. Yep, there it is.
Oh, is this the one you got from the alien?
Mm-hmm.
Oof, that also takes an attunement slot.
So as you're traveling along, you come to the waypoint. For caravans and for travelers and such. there is a covered wagon that seems has seen better days. Um, Several patches on the covering over the back of it. Uh, there are a pair of oxen that are hobbled over to the side, um, and a horse that's hobbled with them. And you can see they have attached like a tarp to the wagon, and that's extended, giving them a little like an awning. And there's a looks to be 5 people huddled underneath there with a fire burning. One, two, three, four. There is no DC for this. Well, actually, I would say there's a. Dadgummit. Sorry, that's the wrong one. But go ahead and clear it or roll it. There we go. Click. This is the right one.
Toggin and Scrambles, opposite ends of the spectrum. Advantage?
Alright, so
Almost advantage press by
Scrambles and Godin are not very
advantage away.
subtle as they're trying to look and see what's under the tarp and stuff and behind the wagon. But you see, it looks like a family. They're half orcs, and you think maybe even the father might be a full orc, and they have a very much older boy and 2 small girls. They sort of nod as you guys, especially Godin and Scrambles, come walking over and looking in. They sort of nod, and they're playing some sort of card game. Every once in a while you hear some laughter from there as they're talking.
Toggin gives Scrambles like a little bit of a smack and is rude to stare.
How would you know? You're raised in the mountains.
That's true, actually. Fuck it. Whatever. Stare away.
So Scrambles will hold up his axe of Rakdos, and he'll kind of lean forward and do like a, hey, like a shoulder shrug, and just wait to see what everybody else is doing, I guess.
I mean, they're just hanging out, aren't they?
So then he'll whisper, "Go talk to him."
About what? Man, Toggin would know what to talk to them about. Mantha doesn't. Hey man, he just put on like this cool crown thing. He's way smarter than me now.
So, is anybody going over there to talk to them since he brought it up? Or you guys just setting up your own camp and moving on?
Okay. I'm looking through my inventory, seeing if I've got a good reason to start a conversation.
If nobody goes, Scrambles will go over and say hi. So Scrambles will wait.
yes,
I guess
let's do this.
Scrambles will walk up
I mean, we can all go over.
Follow Scrambles.
And he says, "Hello, I do you no harm. Maybe."
Wow. Just to help out, Tugan's gonna go ahead and for both Scrambles and I do understand languages. So, in your abilities, you should have a language there that's comprehend languages, and if not, you should.
Who has that?
Scrambles.
Okay.
I do.
Well, you shouldn't normally have it, but you should
You
add
shouldn't
it.
normally have it.
No.
Um, and whenever this wears off, go ahead and graffiti that with, putting a period somewhere in the words or a space or something that would break it up so that it doesn't register later. But not right now because you have the effect right now.
Gotcha.
All right, so what are you gonna say? What are you gonna do?
I say, "Hello, my name is Scrambles. Have no fear."
Oh, okay, gotcha. Goodness sakes, coughing like crazy. Um, so you see the three older ones grab their weapons. They're not threatening you with them, but they grab them. And the two young girls move back a little bit, and the mother. I'm waiting for this to load. There it is. Hello, Scrambles. Uh, what? Good travels to you.
Did he say his name?
I did.
Okay.
Well, good travels to you also. What brings you out this way?
Talking, you said you're with him.
Yes.
Okay. Godin, what are you doing while they're
Yes,
walking
I'm
over and
also
talking
with
to
him
this
there.
family?
Yeah, I followed Scrambles.
Okay. Thalcor, are you? And Jackson, what are you guys doing?
I'll do my usual going into alert and keeping my eyes out for things
Okay.
on
Staying
watch.
by the wagon. Uh, and Thalcor.
Put on the friendliest smile I have and come up with everyone else that's coming at.
Okay. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. You have a majority of a beak, so if it crinkles up at the edge, I don't know if that's scary or what. But anyway, all right. So all of you are there except for Jackson, who is watching, keeping watch. Um, yeah. So as they're all, like I said, they have their covered wagon, and like a tarp stretched out over it, to the side with two large poles, like they do with the RV, the awnings for the RVs, and they were sitting down playing a card game under next to a campfire, um, protecting themselves from the rain. And so as they see the group, they one of them says, the father sort of mumbles, to the to his family, and all right. So whatever happened, it didn't work with scrambles. Let me fix that. Okay.
It's interesting. That one, you can kind of almost read it.
What?
All right.
Yeah,
So
I don't get
I'll
that.
say it again so
It's
that
going to algebra problems. Cosine over 2 sine
I don't know
times
what's going to
alpha.
happen. Let's see. Let's try this. Waiting for Fancy Grounds to catch up. I broke it. I'm trying to slide or move around, do too many things. There we go. All right. So basically, they scrambles. You hear the. Is he here? He is. Let's see. Okay, he is here, just not on camera. He says, "Remember why we are here. They may not be bad people." He's talking in Orcish. Um, I don't know that you would recognize the language. You probably would, just because you speak so many languages. You would be able to recognize it. I don't know exactly how the magic works, but I'm gonna say you recognize what the language is. In addition to what he's actually saying. Um, and but anyways, and the mother says again, there she's holding tight to a long spear, and she says, "We are on our way to Fandolin. We have heard good things about their acceptance of different races and different people. So we hope to start our life there."
It is good city.
She is speaking in common, uh, somewhat accented, but not very strong. What? And what? Uh, what about you all? What? What brings you here?
Traveling along.
Treasure and dragons mostly.
Dragons, you say? I thought the problem with the dragon, we had heard that it was gone, and the parents sort of look at each other, worriedly.
But how far away is the ruin from where we're at?
Were you the Mirror of Dead Men?
Yeah.
It's about 3 days, 16
I'll point.
to 70 miles.
I'll point off in the direction of the Mirror of Dead Men. No, there's dragon about 3 days travel that way.
Is not most comforting thing to say. The dragon near Fandolin is gone. Do not worry about that.
So yes, Doggin, you know she's probably referring to the white dragon that was causing all the problems.
Yeah.
Dragon of Icefire Peak. Because that
That
ranged
one's
quite a range in this whole area. She said, "Well, we, according to our the maps that were given us, I believe we turned eastward before this other green thing, dragon that you, uh, of which you speak. We also
Yes.
hear there are heroes in Vandalin. They are the ones who destroyed the other dragon, the white dragon. So perhaps they can protect us from the green dragon as well.
Maybe.
Has Scramble said anything yet? Or anything in the last couple of sentences or so?
No, he just said hi and then asked what they were doing, and then they started saying what they were doing, and now he's just kind of chilling back, letting other people talk. It's cool.
He's over here like, yeah, we are heroes.
Exactly.
You
He's
find
your own horn,
yourself
right?
in luck. We are scrambled eggs. We are ones who defeated dragon.
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm so good at persuasion.
Well, and I wasn't part of that one.
Hey, fun fact, guys. Contrary to how I play my character, charisma is my spellcasting modifier. It's my highest ability score.
What would you have with us? We are just simple people.
We are not
We even
trying to take anything from you, only making conversation. If you would like it, I am sure we could uh, sign paper to present at Vandalin to help you get past guards or something of that nature. And Toggen's like kind of glancing at Scrambles, like, is that something we can do? Can we give them some sort of recommendation of, hey, they're just trying to move in? Like,
So you do know of the different. There's the lion coster and the uh, mine's going blank. There's the three businesses that are there, and of course the manor itself. So you could do letters for those type of things.
Scrambles will give them a letter that gives them 5% off at the manor. If they present the coupon.
and I don't know how long it takes to get situated. Can Toggen give them like money to get a room at like the inn? Is that a thing? I don't remember what the prices were. I don't know how expensive it would be for for a family of people, but like a week or two's worth of stay. I don't know how much money that is.
Okay. Um, it is the so Barthen's Provisions, the Lion's Share Shield Coster, and Stonehill Inn. Stonehill Inn is what you were talking about. And the give me just a second here. Image. Says, what? That's stupid. Okay. I don't have that aspect of it. Anyway, the so it would take for this family it would cost 6 silver a night. is the normal cost.
Okay. And how? And silver, 10 silver is a gold.
Correct.
How many gold are in a platinum?
10.
Okay, I give them 2 platinum pieces. These should be enough to get you started at inn. And so he holds out 2 platinum pieces. We're like made of money. I can just do that.
Okay. So the father takes it, and in um, broken common. What is happening? There it is. Uh, Thank you. And the see him put him in a pouch, and the one of the girls says, "You killed the dragon. What was it like? Did it eat any of you?"
Well, if we were eaten, we would not be standing here today. And he laughs like a little bit. No, it was big and scary and shot frost out of mouth. It was at top of tower on the mountain.
Is there
And
enough space for Scrambles to do his cool interpretive dance thingy while Toggins tells the story?
In the
absolutely,
rain,
please
yes,
do.
absolutely. Yep.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
And we're gonna just tell that story. That sounds cool.
All right. Uh, so you guys spend some time with them, and where's click the I know I pushed it by mistake before. This time it is for real. Um,
It's fine, just do the one that, yeah. Oh no. The rain is really hampering your fire stuff.
yes.
No,
Oh my
I'm
god.
using my inspiration. I have so much performance. I use my inspiration skill and I do it again.
Okay.
That's so shit. It's so
Yeah.
shit. Why can't I roll well?
It's
Yes.
all true. Why do we have to roll?
So you're not lying or anything. It's performance. So
Yeah, I know. It's
you're,
just
you're telling the things. Jackson well intercedes, mentions things every once in a while, and you see one of the girls is starting to fall
That's
asleep
why it's so bad.
as they're twerking because they've been traveling all day. They're very tired. Um, the son, you notice that the older son keeps looking back at the card game they hadn't finished. Uh, so
they're
they
like too polite to tell us to leave.
um, but they're
Got a
it's an
lot.
interesting story, and you're able to tell it, um, and so you guys spend about an hour with them, and they're very grateful for the money again as you guys leave, uh, and head over back to Jackson standing in the rain by himself, keeping watch. Uh,
Yeah,
as he looks over and sees Scrambles over there doing his like the anime
Jackson.
movements and stuff. Um,
Axum is performing sign language.
the all right, so interesting. Okay, so as Falcor, you're taking your watch. Um, you see a small figure standing by the campfire that you guys have set up. Um, you have a little
Did
like
it
a
come out of the campfire or just kind of near the campfire?
just at the edge
In
of
the
the light.
flames.
At the edge of the light. You guys have like a lean-to of a cloak spread up on these four tall things you set up, sticks and things, so that it blocks most of the rain, and so you're able to keep a little bit of a fire for warmth and also for it to cook on and stuff. Um, and give me, where's my? Did I close it? Okay, I'm gonna push you a roll. There you go. I'm gonna say it's pretty low. Come on. And it's just okay. Nice. All right. So you notice that you see, uh, it's one of the two girls from one of the half-orc girls, and she's there, clutching a little dolly, and she's sort of
Oh,
looking at you.
Like creepily, like The Shining, or
wow. Well, now that you said it, yeah, obviously. The creepy.
like what you
Why?
imagine there would
I'll kind of call out. Well, but I'll pull my backpack around kind of and kind of shuffle through it and pull out a horn.
A horn? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
A horn? Okay.
specifically my horn of silent alarm.
Oh, okay. All right. She
And once I have it ready, I'll just target scrambles with it and blow the horn while I'm typing.
okay. You'll have to explain to me how somebody with a beak blows a horn, but of course,
silent
Elves are
alarm.
really heavily.
didn't say you
into that.
use your beak.
Very
There's another
talented
orifice
tongue.
that blows air too, so maybe you could use.
It's a very talented tongue. That's all.
That's right.
He does like a little dance to force air through the hole.
There you go. All right. So scrambles, you are woken up. You hear a horn sounding, and you wake up.
Oh, I don't like that. I jump up and I look around
Okay.
in like almost a
You
panic.
see the little girl from the. Let me. You're half asleep, so I'm gonna make you roll. You are here, here. You see Falcor with a horn. You can imagine how he's blowing it, and
With his beak. Duh.
you see this.
Talented tongue. Yes.
Sorry, you see this figure out of the corner of your eye, a small figure standing by the.
I want to run and try and tackle it.
All right, so as you
Oh no.
so you wake up and get up, and as you're starting to move toward it, you do notice it's the little girl, and she sort of steps back.
Ah, scrambles, you're awake.
She steps back a little bit.
Oh no, I'm running at it. I want to tackle it.
Well,
You
recognize it as
noticed
the girl, so
that it was
do
the
you
little
still want
girl.
to tackle her?
Oh, the orc girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Holding
I
a
don't
bow.
want to tackle her. I'm sorry. I thought you meant it was like a different, like little ghost girl.
No.
Oh yeah,
You
no,
recognize
I
her.
don't want to tackle her.
You didn't at first, but as you turn toward her and start moving toward her, oh,
I
okay,
want
now
to. I want to
you
go
click,
into
you
a
wake up
cartwheel.
enough to and see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to go into like a fun little cartwheel.
Okay. So you do. You
Hell yeah, I
drop your
do.
drop your axe and go into the cartwheel. Um,
Keep billowing in the
Sort of
breeze.
shifts a little bit, and she's. Oh, where did it go? There it is. No, it went away. And she says, "Here it is. Holy Snikes! It took me forever. Sorry, guys. This should be a much smoother role play." You are very good with your uh, uh, turning and twisting. And she sort of moves away from Scrambles a little bit, and just going towards Dalcor. Says,
That's all I can do for you.
"You very pretty bird. I never see one like you.
Oh, thank you. I come from lands far away.
You someone's pet that grew by magic?"
I'm a whole race of people.
She sort of looks up in the sky. "There's lots of bird people."
Where I come from,
"You have girl birds too?"
absolutely.
And then you hear a voice cry out, and she says, "Night!" And she sort of waves to you, both of you, and runs back.
And I,
The rain has stopped,
Cute.
but it's still wet. Things dripping, and you hear the her getting beat by her parents. She cries out in pain because they're beating her for talking to
Just
you
got
guys.
dark quick.
Wait. Wait a minute.
oh, well, Scramble's false alarm. Sorry to wake you.
Yep, I go back to sleep to the sound of children being beaten.
Sounds like not my business.
Yeah, sounds like I don't know what work culture is like. I'm not gonna try to pretend like I do.
All right, so the rest of the night is uneventful. I don't think you need one, but I'll put you anyway. Long rest.
I roll a dice 4 and get that many charges of my horn back.
They are also up and cooking food and getting ready. Pretty much the same time you are right at dawn.
Now, while their guard is down, rob them.
Are they, are they at least good parents so the bruises aren't visible?
Yes, you can't tell which one is which child is which. So, um, you see as they untie her from the trees that they had suspended her from, untie her between two trees, untie her arms and legs.
Sick.
Damn, and you gave him a letter, Scrambles. You signed off on that.
5% off, guys. You gave him 2 platinums, so get out of here.
That's right.
Yeah, but it doesn't have my name on it.
I just gave him 20 years' wages. Don't worry about me.
Yeah. Okay.
20 weeks worth of wages. Excuse you.
Pretty sure most peasants make like 3 gold a year or some trash.
It's a gold a week, I think.
Yeah, the average person
You're
makes a
probably
gold
right.
a week. I mean, it might be. I think it's a little less than that. I think it's a. It depends on the class, a person. It's either the least, the bottom beggar class makes like a gold a month, and then your average laborer in a major city makes about a gold a week. Your average farmer, village person makes, and keep in mind that gold is, a week is 10 days. So it'll be 3 gold a month is what the average person in a city makes. And it's just under that, about 2.5 for a farmer. In a harvest, they'll bring in 40, 50 gold.
We're paying way
And
too
that
much for our hotel
lasts them
bill.
most of the for things. You find.
Our hotel bill's a little bit expensive than a motel.
Yeah, well, now they don't
Okay,
have to
5.5
worry
gold.
about like buying rooms. That's what I wanted to take care of. Cause they seem nice. I say over the sound of them beating their children.
Alright, so the next day arrives, and you guys are able to head out. Go ahead and give me a survival check.
Survival.
See what
With
time you guys
advantage.
arrive in Neverwinter.
Because of Scramble's reaction and the almost tackled child, I'll take our morning routine opportunity to kind of explain that I have a item called a Horn of Silent Alarm
Okay.
and what it kind of does. So if they wake up to the sound of a horn, but they're the only one that's awake, it's because I've specifically woken them up for whatever reason.
Wow.
Hopefully try and prevent panic in the future and or capture the children.
I feel like that was a pretty
Oh
natural
yeah.
response.
Yeah. Squirrels was like, ooh,
It was,
war
which is
horn.
why in hindsight, I am now educating.
Yeah. Oh, I got it now. Okay, cool. If I ever wake up to a horn blasting in my ear, I'll look around and make sure nobody else is
Everybody else is
awake.
asleep.
And if they aren't awake, what if they are awake? Then what?
Then
Then
I
that's
probably
real.
wasn't the
It's a
one that
real
blew the horn.
emergency.
Exactly. Yes.
Can we get a fake horn and an emergency horn with different notes so
Yeah,
I know which one to switch?
Right.
Okay, cool.
I still want to know how he can force air.
Well, I mean, if he's had this horn for a while, it would make sense that he would
Yeah.
have like some sort of like mouth attachment.
Have you guys seen the
I looked
Monty Python?
straight at the sky. I looked
Horns
straight at
have
the
horns.
sky, opened my beak as wide as I can, and just shoved the horn right in the back of my throat.
Ah, that's right. I'm picturing a Monty Python thing where they blow the trumpets with their butts, and that's how I'm
Okay.
picturing Falcor blowing this horn, forcing
Okay.
forcing himself to pass gas.
The horn is
Um.
actually blown by me gasping for air as I choke myself with it.
That's right. This is from the air coming in, blowing out. All
That's
right.
an inward wheeze you wake
Changing
up to.
topics. Um. Can people look at their inventories and see how many Toggins treatments they have, so I can see if I can make more?
0.
Yeah, I know you don't have any.
August was one, I believe. I mean, sorry, Jackson.
How many does Jackson have?
I think one.
Okay.
I have other healing potions. The Italian one, I only have one.
Scramble says he has 2.
Okay. Got it.
I thought they don't last through a 24-hour period.
Yeah, they do. It's
Yeah, I don't
just
think
Oh,
that
so
Godwin
only
had any.
a certain number can. Does he not have any?
Kendrick, are you there?
I'm sorry, say again.
Can you check your inventory and see how many Toggins treatments you have?
I do not have one currently. I used it last week when you were gone,
Okay,
or
cool.
whatever. Yeah.
Then Toggin is going to make more.
All right. So
Makes one more. I will go ahead and put one in the party. I'll put two in the party sheet actually because I have extras. Godin and Thalcor, please take one.
Oops, oh,
Sorry, I scrolled in my
There we go.
inventory and lost it.
okay, so you guys head out.
Yes, we do.
And I need,
So,
once she's done with her treatments, what
And
I need a survival check.
I did.
Oh,
It's above
sorry, there it
the
is.
D4 that I rolled.
25, very nice. Okay, so that is enough to push it so you can go the 30 miles that you need to get there.
sweet.
Excellent. Well, it's actually like 27, 26. So it's just enough to get you into Neverwinter. As the evening falls, if you guys didn't save it, or if you did save it, doesn't matter. Here is the Neverwinter map.
Nice.
With the various pins assigned to it.
Good job on the pins there, Dan.
There are some things that don't have pins. If I remember right, let me see. Neverwinter. Where's my stuff? Neverwinter. Click.
Castle never scaled. Mhm.
Alright, so you guys had you had some this information. You had already learned that before. Just reminding you of the different rumors you knew about Neverwinter. Okay, so this is not telling me. This is not the link I wanted.
Bugger's not. Come on.
Okay, so yeah, so that's
That's what.
as you guys come in. It is, like I said, it's dusk. The lamps are being lit. Those that aren't magic, there are a lot of them that are magical. So you know that your contact for this quest would be closed for the night by the time you get there. Last couple times you guys have stayed the night at the Beached Leviathan. Is that where you want to go back to for the night? Are you looking
think
for
so.
a different place?
Yeah, if we've used
Sure.
them a bunch, I feel like that's good. It's nice and safe.
Okay.
And it gives us some camaraderie with them too.
Yeah, we'll have to get a punch on a frequent flyers card.
Right.
Alright, so you guys head to the Beast Leviathan. So if you click on the little Huja, let's click on it and for the stream, there we go. So there's your food. So you can go get a small cabin. You can get a large cabin. You can get a private parlor, depending on how much you want to spend. And the small cabin will fit two, and then you double it for each one up. The large cabin doesn't necessarily mean, even though it will fit 8, it doesn't mean you know one person can buy the large cabin and just stay by themselves if they want.
Right.
So, what would you guys like to do? Scrambles has, I know, at least once paid for everybody's lodging for the night. There are, right now, there is only 5 of you.
That's fine. I'll take the next one.
And then Thalcor, that leads us to the question of what are you going to do with Proton 1? Normally, mounts are kept at the. There's a large type of stables that houses all different types of mounts. Um, you don't see a lot of people riding throughout the city, but there are some. But especially when you're going to sleep, what are you going trying to go to do with what are you trying to do with him?
The inn has no availability for that sort of thing.
Not there, no.
You have concierge service,
He can. Thalcor can try to
valet.
work with the innkeeper to see if he can be allowed to stay. That's what I'm asking. Is he gonna kick him outside? What you gonna do?
Since I got him, I haven't really. How did I sleep at the last inn when I first met the party? Did he just sleep outside like a rock, or
No, when, at in Leilon, you had to sleep with him, so you slept outside with him because he
I'll
would
just keep doing
trying
that
to get
then.
in when you do that. It has been uh, 5 days, 6 days since then, but you haven't had a chance where it's been, you know, inside since then. So let's see calendar. So you have, let's see, you got him on, says there, 1, 2, 3. So tomorrow will be 10 days since you got him. You got him on the 24th of Hammer.
Yeah, I guess depending on the city, if I'm concerned about pickpockets brazen enough to try and mess with me while I'm sleeping or something outside with him, I'll just put the good stuff in the backpack and hand it to one of the party members if they don't mind to just take it in their room with them or not. But for now, I really haven't figured out what to do with him yet, so I'll just keep sleeping outside so he doesn't cause any ruckus.
Okay, so the Bleach Leviathan
Describe the
is a ship. So that's one of the main reasons why they don't really, like I said, they typically wouldn't allow him on there at all because it's a ship. And so you can sleep on the docks outside.
Yeah, we'll do that.
They okay, let's see. Give me a percentile. All right, so what are the rest of you doing for lodging? There's 4 of you now. It's 1 medium cabin,
I'll pay for it.
2 small cabins, or anything above those that you want to pay for.
I want to get 1 medium cabin.
Okay, so it's 5 silver. You can each pay a silver if you want.
I'll just pay it.
Okay, so Jackson's paying 5 silver
For,
for the medium cabin.
do we have breakfast in the morning or something?
You got
Pay for that
fish
too.
stew, grilled sea bass, a loaf of bread, cheese hunks, vegetable soup. Although vegetable soup isn't going to be ready in the morning, but they might have some left over from the night before. But everything else they would have. And that's all listed there, from 2 copper up to 5 silver for grilled sea bass.
What's an EP?
That's an electrum piece. That is worth half a gold. 2 electrum for 1 gold. It is worth 5 silver. 1
Oh,
electrum,
okay.
5
Yeah,
silver.
just give him one of them.
Cool. All right, so perfect. All right, Stalkor, you're uh, give me a. Here we go. I'm gonna put you. So click DIS, the little button next to the modifier, and then roll this. All right, so double 14s, pretty nice. Plus 11, wow. Okay, so I realized you had a plus 11, I wouldn't have even had you roll. Um, so it is about 2 in the morning, and you wake up, and you see that uh, Proton 1 is has sort of looking around, and you see this dog is sort of limping along, not really paying attention, walking along the dock, uh, sniffing every once in a while, but just more walking. It's got a limp, and as soon as it gets close enough, Proton 1 just. And the dog's gone as Proton eats it and then lays back down.
Bro, you did not feed that thing enough.
Dog gone.
That's right. Nice.
Yeah, dog is gone.
I'll just I guess pat him a couple times and go back to sleep.
Okay, and all
Wow.
right. So the rest of the night goes uneventful. As
Mercy killing.
He didn't kill him, he ate him.
Exactly.
all right, so you guys arrive in Neverwinter on the second. All right, so you in the morning as you wake up, you notice that. Let me make sure I have my date right. Hold on a second. Yes, I do. Okay. Yep. All right. So, Thalcor, as you wake up, Proton 1 is sitting up, just sort of looking around. Um, he'll swat at a seagull every once in a while, but for the most part, the point is he is not laying like a rock like he normally does. And um, let me see how quickly this happens. Remove this. Give me a perception check. Here you go. $16. All right. So, are you going inside to eat, or are you just gonna stay out there and let them, or have somebody bring you out some breakfast?
I'm definitely more curious about Proto One's strange behavior.
Okay.
Um, Especially because I'm still trying to learn its mannerisms and concoct a way to start training this thing in the first place. I really don't understand it as a whole, so I'm far more interested in continuing to observe it.
All right. So, as the rest of them come walking down the gangplank after eating breakfast, are any of you gonna bring Thalcor food?
Sure.
Okay. If you don't, if you didn't have it already, If you're unless you're gonna eat rations again, um, here's this. So just take off for last night's meal and this morning's meal. Any kind of drinks that you might have done, drinking you may have done the night before, um, any kind of food from this morning. Just add them together and go for it, and subtract your totals there. Um, you see that the part of just below its arms on his left side, where the arm meets the body on Proton 1 Valcor, uh, part of its skin is flaking off, and it's almost like a snake molting. Is sort of what it looks like.
Oh, okay. Do I know much about molting snakes?
Give me a nature check. It doesn't have to be in a tower, just straight. You do know that there are a lot of libraries in the city too, and druids, rangers. You even have a druid in your party when she's able to play. Some people have family and stuff, so
All right.
whatever. $17, yes. So you would know enough. You would know basically how the what a snake does. So this is a little different in that usually, if it's not moving enough and moving around a lot, you know that the snake's whole, it can pretty much climb out of its skin in one solid piece. This is more of almost like when you burn your have a sunburn and your skin starts flaking. It's sort of a cross between the two. Ooh, grilled sea
I don't want to
bass,
interfere
hunk of
with it, but
cheese,
I'll
and a couple
definitely keep an
grog.
eye
That
on it.
sounds good. So
Yeah.
talking comes out with some food for you.
And just because I want the math to be easy, he also scrambles a cup of grog.
Ooh, Scramble's got some grog. Okay. All right. Does anybody? What does people want to do in Neverwinter? Are you just heading to the quest item, or is other people want to do other things? Are you sticking together? What are you doing?
Did we ever get the magic item from the artificer?
From the artificer? What are you talking about?
What we used the catoblepus eyes for. To make goggles of withering.
I don't see that on my calendar. Um,
It was a while back when we were last in
if you want
Neverwinter,
to
I
check
think.
the inventory
There
and
was
see
one
if
for
they're in
session.
the inventory or not. If not, then I would say it will be done by now because you guys were last in Neverwinter on the 21st, 22nd, I think. Yeah, you left Neverwinter on the 22nd. So your last full day was the 21st of Second Hammer, which has been 11, 12, 13 days. So it's been almost 2 weeks. So anything that you guys had wanted to be done would be done by now.
Okay.
How much do sheep
I
cost?
just missed a couple sessions, so.
So Falcor's feeling a little lonely. Do you want
Did
the
you
really
ask
good
for
looking
a
sheep,
sheep?
or does it matter what they look like? Let's take a
They
look.
need to be mean.
What?
All right. Now they're used to soldiers buying sheep in the big cities, although there are also a couple other options
Really,
if you're willing.
really any, really any kind of herd animal. Pig. I'll
There we
even take
go.
some cows if I can
Mounts
find a
and
way to
other
buy them.
animals. So, well, that's okay. It doesn't mention that. So if that's that, I'm gonna say it would be 2 gold because a donkey or a mule is 8. So I would say about 4 sheep would be worth 1 donkey or a mule. So between 1 and 2 gold, depending on the quality of the sheep and the age. And you could probably, that's just base cost. And if you're buying in bulk, or it also depends on, that's in Neverwinter. If you're going out of Neverwinter in the more farming community, it'd be cheaper.
I think what I'll do then is I'll potentially buy 2 sheep now, feed one to Proto one, and then outside of the side of the other one if I can, and then just kind of keep the other one around while we travel until Proto one gets hungry again. And then as we pass by, like if we see like a farm or a herder or somewhere I can buy more livestock, whether it be pigs, sheep, really whatever, any kind of herd animal, I might
Okay.
want to stop and negotiate a sale of one of those as we travel.
Okay, so are you looking to just buy food, or are you looking to take them back to Fandolin and have someone raise them for you?
Essentially just food. They're not going to live more than a couple of days, I imagine.
Okay.
Like I'm buying them, but I'm not buying them food.
Gotcha. So,
They are food, aren't they?
and you have a
They
Yes.
are
cart
indeed.
so that you can just jam them in the back of that. All right. So,
Perfect.
talking, you did find the answer to the original question. Did you find them in the inventory?
I don't see them in the party inventory.
Okay. And let me see if I made them. I should have. Withering Heights. Goggles of Withering. Yes, I did make them. Okay.
If anybody helps me get the sheep into a cart, I'll casually mention something about maybe they'll eat less dogs this way.
Hey, Joe, look, if you look at the party sheet, you can go ahead and grab the item that's in there and add it to your inventory. It's a healing potion.
So, you want to explain what that is and what the significance of it is?
I sent him a whisper.
Okay.
But
Cool.
basically, I can make healing potions, but only a certain number can exist at a time. So, when you get hurt, or if somebody else gets really hurt, feel free to offer it up. It's just a normal healing potion. The only difference is that I made it.
All right. So there are the
It's
Goggles of
fine.
Withering, and with the
I have a question.
AI generated picture I made for them. Boom.
Ooh.
What is your question, sir?
The question is, I thought we just literally talked about Talgan being able to, us having to be able to have more than one of Talgan's potions
Yes.
of healing. But she just said she can only have so many in existence,
Correct.
not.
Yeah.
But if she gives
Then
them
we
all to
can't
you,
have
you
more
can
than
have them
one.
all. It just depends on how she's spreading how Toggin is spreading them out.
Not the moment. Everybody has one.
Yeah. So right now, everybody only has one. But before there was just like 2 of you or 3 of you, you would have 2 or 3. But now because the party has grown, you guys have less.
So it would automatically go away then, basically.
I don't know because what she's just
What would
said is different
automatically
than what
go
I thought
away?
it was. So she said so many can. Mantha said so many can exist at any given time. If it if that's correct, then that's and then they don't disappear after 24 hours.
Yeah, they don't. You're the one that because just making healing potions forever and ever is too powerful. You are the one that said that only so many can exist at once.
There you go.
So only 6 can be in existence.
But as soon as you guys drink some, next long short rest, she can make more. She can replace them. So
Right.
that's why she's.
Well, I don't know if I can replace
It's
them.
possible.
It's
Or even
possible.
if
Anyway,
she would,
all right.
she
So
might
there's the
not want to.
goggles of withering. I don't know who they were for, but there you go. They're in a party sheet, um, and that's why I thank you for doing the homework to find them on the calendar. In the calendar.
Yes. Um, I think it was either gonna be Scrambles or Toggin that had them, but they also give dark vision. So
Yeah, Balcor can might want to use them as well. So but I know they weren't originally made for him, but that's just a thought because he doesn't have dark vision. Um, or you
yeah,
can trade. You know,
the
Scrambles
goggles
has
of night can
goggles of
go too.
night, so he could give him Falcor his goggles of night, and take the goggles of withering. Whatever you guys want to do.
Right. I like it.
All right. So getting back to the question, Falcor wanted to go find his food for sheep and livestock and stuff. What else does anybody else want? Are you going to stay with the party or are you going to go do that on your own? Is anybody going to go with him? What do you guys want to do as far as the party is
Yeah,
concerned?
Scrambles will go with.
Okay, so are you guys
He's
thinking?
interested in the giant rock animal, so he'll go with him.
Yes, he has been. Yep. You also, as the day progresses, up until today, anytime Falcor stopped, even if it was just for 30 seconds, it would it would sit down and then lay down and look like it was sleeping. It has not done that at all today.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And you do see it scratching a little bit more than normal at itself.
Now they have a snake at the Scrambled Manor.
Yes.
Has Scrambles ever seen it like shed or molt or anything, or is that too new?
Probably not, no, because you guys haven't been there long enough.
Dang
And
it.
it magically grew. It's a very magical snake. I'm not even sure.
No, I don't think so.
I wonder if the library would have more information on this skin condition.
A wondrous item. We never had one before.
All right, so I heard just enough to not fully understand where you were looking. You said you wanted to find out more information about the condition. Did you say where you wanted to find it?
Yes, and I wonder if there's a library that might have more
Okay.
information on this skin condition.
Gotcha.
Because I don't know if it's natural for a gray render to have this kind of problem, or if it contracted some sort of disease from eating that dog. It's got mange.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Last thing we need is a gray render in the middle of town with rabies.
Or heartworms or something. Ringworms, I mean. All right, so the all right, so there's the Temple of Ogma, which is sort of like a library, So the temples of Ogma are pretty much all like this. They're just some of them are more fancy than others, some of them are bigger than others. But basically, you go in there, you can do as much studying as you want, spend as long as you want. You typically can't remove the documents. They will hold some for you. So if you want to study it and then come back the next day, they'll hold on to it for you, not put it back on the shelves. Um, or there are bookstores that you can go and buy from. And then there are libraries similar to a public library. The difference is you have to pay for the book. When you come back with the book, they then give you your money back. So those are your three options: regular library, Temple of Ogma, bookstore where you purchase the book outright. Which three would you like to? Which of the three would you like to go to?
Which one's most likely to have scholars for me to ask questions about this topic? Like, I don't want to just spend hours and hours perusing books. I'm hoping to find someone that can specifically say, "Oh, book so and so by so and so might have that information."
Yeah, what he said.
Actually, all three of them would know where the books are. They wouldn't have necessarily.
I'll be
If
back.
you want to know people who might know more about specific things, that would be different. But for the where to find it in their stock, it would be either one of those. And any one of those would work because bookstores know where their stuff are. Librarians know where their library stuff is because they had to put them all back every time. So
Yeah. So
So
I'm
think
curious
about it.
mostly on
We'll actually
finding.
come. We'll touch back. We'll come back and touch on that. We'll figure out what we're doing, where we're going from there. Next week, the rest of you determine if you want to do anything else. We also have to go finish up our quest, turn in the shield, get the Ion Stone, and so figure out if you guys want to do anything else in Neverwinter. If not, where you want to go. I presume you want to go back to Phandalin, but if not, shoot me a DM so I can. If you guys don't want to go back to Phandalin, if you want to do something else, private message me in Discord, or it can be public, doesn't matter, in the late night chat. Speaking of late night chat and AI generated stuff, check out the thing that Joe posted. It's a little thing called Donna. It's actually pretty cool. It's about Svenzone. It's a song about the Svenzone. So check it out. It's pretty cool. We might end up. I might end up using it for my streams. So thank you for playing, guys. I appreciate you very much. Tomorrow night we're actually not streaming. I don't know if Mantha noticed that, but we would only have one player, so we will do something else. But we will be back here on Sunday. We do a little finding of the stars, and then right back here next week. So thanks again for playing with me, guys. I appreciate you.
Thanks for DMing.
Thank you for all your cool maps.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
We will fight next week. I'm sure stuff will happen in the city or as you leave. And don't forget to like, subscribe, whatever else you do. Enjoy the rest of your day. And happy Suck It England Day tomorrow.
Suck it, England.
Suck it, England. Suck it,
Oh
England.
my god.
Whatever else you do, you guys enjoy the rest of your days. Say goodnight, guys.
Good night,
Night.
guys.
Good night,
Good night.
guys.
Good night, guys.